Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome to Tales of Fablecraft. I will be your games master, Mark Hulmes, and I'm joined by four of my fabulous friends. I have Lewis Brindley.
Hello, Mark. Thank you. I'm Lewis. I'm playing the gnome Lubert today. I have a lovely little Christmassy gnome fellow, and I'm excited to be here. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. All right, well, we have Lubert, and then we are also joined by Mr. Angry Tom. Hello.
I'm playing King Scalacroc.
Okay.
He's a crocodile, but also a skeleton.
He's a skeleton crocodile, but also a king.
And a king. Pick one thing, Tom.
Oh my God,
Jeez.
so many things.
There's too many things. You're taking all the things.
Also, I just realized I can add my own inventory, and I added myself a gun.
Okay, interesting.
He's got a gun. Look out.
Got a gun?
That's too many things, Tom.
Okay, I can delete the gun.
We also have Mr. Ben. Hello, Ben. We're back to Ben.
Hello, I'm Ben. I'm playing Benthazar, accidental skeleton inventor.
Perfect.
I accidentally turned myself into a skeleton with an invention, and also Tom as well. And I'm on a quest to find out how to turn us back into
And you
not
are
skeletons.
intrinsically soul linked, so if one of you dies, the other dies, correct?
Correct.
Oh,
correct.
great.
Excellent. And then finally we have Lydia. Hello!
Hello, Mark. Today I am playing Crystal Nook. I am a wave chaser and a performer, and I'm also going to be the healer of the group today. So trying to keep all of you useless boys alive.
Thank you for such a professional character introduction. I love it. This is a sponsored video from the wonderful people at Riftweaver Game Studio. We're checking out Tales of Fablecraft. This is a virtual tabletop role-playing game, so like a Dungeons and a Dragon or many other games that are available, but this one's all done on your computer, and it's done through video games. Isn't that lovely? It's got a unique system. It's D6 based. You'll see how all of that works in a minute. There's loads of pre-made adventures, which we are going to play through one of them today, written by Miss Felicia Day, and it is called The Object of My Affection. Oh,
I know her.
She's from the internet.
Yeah, she was in Buffy.
Was she?
Indeed. And now, was she?
Oh my God.
Yeah, she was one of the
Oh my God, she was wannabe Slayers in like season 7.
She was in an episode of Monk as well.
Oh, now that is
Really?
exciting. Monk.
Wow.
Oh. With that all indeed, shall we begin today's little adventure?
Yeah,
Let's do
please.
it.
You have all found yourselves at the edge of a kind of amusement park that screams, my equipment isn't well maintained, and you'll probably get injured by anything that moves fast, but if you drink enough mead, this will be a blast. And this is the Ye Olde Fun Fair. It is very famous across the world of Mythas, which is where we find ourselves today. It's a very popular attraction that's come into the area recently, despite its kind of more disheveled appearance and worn down features. And all of you, you've been traveling together for some time. You've gone on adventures, perhaps, and you acquired some tickets for said show. And in fact, I'm gonna give one to King Scalacroc, and I'm gonna give one to Benthazar, I'm gonna give one to Lubert, and I'm going to give one to Crystal Nook.
Fairground ticket.
And here you go, you have a fairground ticket. Now, one question I had for all of you is, how do you think your group came across these tickets? Were they acquired via legal means, or perhaps by something else?
I like the idea that they came out of like a basketball game where you had to chuck that basketball in and all the tickets come out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe in a dungeon, some weird wizard created some dungeon puzzle where you had to throw glowing orbs into baskets.
Yes.
And
There was like a
reward
creepy lady there holding the basket, like
Yeah.
one of those puppets in those fortune teller machines.
awful marionette,
Oh.
and then your prize for this dungeon puzzle was 4 tickets to this Ye Olde Fun Fair that you found yourselves in.
I love the idea the boss of that dungeon had just escaped while we were distracted playing this game.
That was their big ploy.
Wreak terror.
To destroy the world.
And yeah, you found yourselves, you've made your way here. Maybe this is a day off from adventuring for you guys. Maybe you're here just to recuperate a little bit. But you can see that the carnival itself is full of stuff. At the entrance, there are scattered tents that have been repaired one too many times. The rickety stalls are crowded with people ordering food and drink. Now, I'm going to say that these are from the pre-written adventure. Darkling dongs Hopped lotus seeds and creeper cakes are all for
goodness.
sale.
Wait.
Darkling dongs, obviously a local delicacy.
I would like to buy a darkling dong, please.
A darkling is some sort of weird bat monkey creature that I am looking at the art of now.
It's dong.
no.
Yes, and it's
That's how COVID started.
is that part of the actual creature? Is that just the name? We don't know. That it could be anything, but these things are all for sale. And Lubot, you want to head on over and you acquire yourself one of these delicious darkling dongs.
Yeah, I'd like to buy a darkling dong, please.
Yeah, sure.
Mark?
You make your way over to the stall. There is a very tall woodlander, one of the people of Mythos, big sort of antlers sticking out of his head, and he's like, hey, yeah, you can. You want a darkling dong? It's just 1 gold.
Oh, I seem to have forgotten my wallet.
Oh, that's a bit of a problem. I guess you can't have a darkling dong.
I think I do have 20 gold pieces actually in my inventory.
Oh,
I
that's
think I
good.
could
What a
afford
lucky
one.
find. Oh. That's strange you didn't check your pockets before, sir, but very well.
Well, I was seeing how you would react to me not offering payment for these.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
give me a dong.
Yes,
Hand
very
a dong
good.
over.
One dong for you there, sir. Very good. And he hands you over this kind of crispy, deep-fried meat snack. Like a corn dog, I imagine. What is it made of? You don't know. Who knows? Nobody knows.
The thing is, I'm one of the only people here who can eat, because those two, if they try and eat anything, it just falls straight through their
very
skeleton
true.
bodies.
Yeah, but I still like to eat it for mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
this
don't
is the
have a
texture.
mouth.
Yeah, I just
You
want to
have
feel it.
teeth.
Rub against my teeth.
Teeth feel.
Teeth feel.
Whilst you are enjoying, Lubot, this lovely darkling dong, you can hear whining children and drunk adults, vendors screaming out. All of them are inviting you to games of chance or to purchase their overpriced wares. There's definitely going to be something that you can spend your money on or throw out a couple of hours of your time. Crystal Nook, what you kind of exploring around? Is there anything you're looking for in particular? Anything that might take your fancy?
I'm looking for something where I can get some attention. I'm feeling like no one's paid me enough looks in a while.
Oh, I see.
Is there a
Okay.
stage or somewhere near here?
There can absolutely be a stage here. Yeah, there's actually, at the moment, there is a very sad looking goblin clown that just nobody is paying any attention to. He's desperately trying to juggle whilst also playing a kazoo, and is just in the most depths of misery and despair that just nobody gives two hoots about this goblin clown. Their face is painted to look like a human's face. It's like a human's face on a goblin face.
Oh,
I
They are
love him. I want to go and clap.
Well, you can go along, Benthazar. You and Crystal Nook make your way over towards this sad-looking stage. He finishes his little juggling act and lets out like a sad on his kazoo, as there's just no applause whatsoever from the children, who are like picking their noses and totally bored out their
I'll
minds.
give him a real rattly, bone-handed scrape.
Okay, nice. And he looks up and he looks towards you, Benthazar and Crystal Nook, and for the first time, like he's been seen for the first time, and his eyes just light up in delight, and he kind of comes tumbling over to you. He does like a little backflip on his way, and he's like, "Hello there, friends, it's me, Grizzo. Thank you so much. Welcome."
Hi there, Grizzo. Honey, let me show you how it's done. I want to take his juggling balls and his bits and go up onto the stage and start performing like an absolute pro.
Oh, well, let's see how good of a performer you are. We're going to make our first skill roll here. And I'm going to request from Crystal Nook I believe a charm roll. And this will be a fairly normal one. So I'm going to send you this request to make a skill roll for me, please, Lydia.
Okay.
Oh, an epic success. Because you rolled an additional success. You have the entire carnival at some point. Like, you start performing. What does your performance look like?
Oh, it's absolutely mesmerizing, Mark. I'm sort of swirling and twirling around and singing and dancing and jigging and
The full-on
jogging.
Taylor Swift, Sabrina
Oh,
Carpenter
it's all
routine.
happening. It's
Yeah, I love
everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's everyone. Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
it really is. Like, you attract attention from all over this carnival. People from everywhere just come up and just watch in absolute amazement. And they shower you with coins, filling like a little, Grizzo puts his little clown hat at the front for you to help fill it up. And I'm going to say you make, like 8 gold pieces worth of like mixed coins. So there's like silver and bronze coin, but it all adds up to about 8 gold.
Hell yeah.
As your cap is filled, and people are just amazed. They're going to be like, who was that stunning performer? My God, is that Crystal Nook? I can't believe she's here. And they're just absolutely fawning all over you. And while you're performing, Benthazar, this is, Grizzo, if you wanted to talk to him, this is an ample opportunity as Crystal Nook is performing.
She's much better than Grizzo.
Oh no, he's my special boy.
Wow, it's funny too. She's much better than Grizzo. Grizzo's a sad, pathetic worm in the shadow of Crystal Nook.
No, it's up. Hang on, let me put my skeleton voice on.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
We're very similar, Grizzo.
I don't know what you mean. I don't think we sound very similar at all.
Don't worry about it, Grizzo. It's apples and oranges. You're nothing like her. You're
that's
special in your own way.
Hey, listen, are you sticking around the carnival for a bit of time? I might have some inside information for you to help you out there, Fway.
Ah, amazing. Tell you what, Grizzo, why don't you keep one of those gold coins for yourself, for your troubles?
Oh, I could possibly take that from Miss Nook. That's her hard-earned money, unless you're gonna give me a gold coin.
No.
Understandable.
I just think, you helped her out. You gave her the stage, you collected her money, take your cut.
Are you trying to give away my money, sir?
Miss Crystal Nook, I promise you, I wasn't going to take it. He's trying to convince me to take it out of your earnings, but I would never do that. I'm a big, I'm appreciator of the arts.
Oh, God, you are so ugly and small. I do feel so
true.
bad for you. I hand him over
pathetic.
a coin. I hand him a coin.
He holds it like the most treasured thing he's ever held in his life. And he is on the verge of tears. You can see tears just welling up in the corner of his bizarre goblin/painted human eyes. And he will just say, listen, I'm going to go treasure this, but listen, if you go and try out the Sting Glider game, you should know it's impossible. It's all completely rigged. So, just if you're going to go over there, don't waste your time with it. Or maybe you could convince them to, like, make it easy or something like that. But, like, it's a rig. Don't trust them. Don't trust those cardies. They're going to rip you off.
Oh, my gosh. Thanks for the tip there, little fella.
It's my pleasure, madam. And he runs off.
Oh, I love him.
Meanwhile, while this is going on, King Skellecroc and was it Lubert? Yes, Lubert. What are you guys? So looking around, you can see that there are a couple of these like carnival games. You can see that there's some sort of like whack-a-leafkin game, sort of like a whack-a-mole. There is this game where you have to catch these jellyfish, the Sting Glider game.
Which of the games had you just described as the ones that are rigged that you can't win?
So it's the Sting Glider game. So it's all these kind of like floating jellyfish, and you have to use like a hook, like a line with a hook on it to try and catch them and get them out of it, basically.
Yeah, I want to be there doing that game. Like, instantly beeline towards, this looks like a game for King Skellecroc to be able to win. Let me show you my might and prowess.
So you make your way over there, Skincrow. As you make your way over to the Sting Glider fishing game, a number of children are like fleeing from it, just absolutely crying, like, I was trying to win it. And they're just running away.
I want to roar at them as they run.
Cowards.
They run even faster.
Pathetic children. Let me show you how King Skellecroc does this.
Sure. There's a woman running the stand there.
Skellecroc's going to win you a giant teddy bear.
Yes, follow me, children.
You do see that there are a number of prizes up behind the game. There's a woman running the stand. She's one of the Earthkin, the kind of like stone rocky kind of people. She's got her arms folded, looking quite smug. And behind her, there are a number of prizes. You can see a stylish pair of sunglasses. There is a frog that blows bubbles out of its mouth. There are a couple of potion bottles with like some strange looking like fizzy potions inside. And then weirdly a magical pair of scissors all seem to be available as prizes from these games.
You had King Skellecrocker cool sunglasses.
Cool sunglasses. You see these sunglasses and you are in. You are locked in. The woman is just like, well, hello there, sir, man, Crockerman, Skellerman. What's your name, sir?
Skellecrock.
Skellecrock. Hello. Welcome. Well, if you want to try your hand at the glider fishing.
Yes. How do I play this game of yours?
Oh, well, it's just 3 gold. If you just hand over 3 gold and then you get a stick and then you've just got to try and hook one of the sting gliders. That's it. Simple as. Nothing easier.
Do you do like 3 games for 5 gold?
Ooh, I'll do 2 games for 5 gold.
You've got yourself a deal.
Oh, you're most welcome. Thank you very much. She takes your gold, King Skellecrock, puts it into a very secure-looking little lockbox, and hands you one of these rods. And it's you. There's no roll here because no matter how hard you try, you cannot win this game. The game is absolutely rigged. It looks like the pole itself will always fail to hook. Like the hoop on the hook is not quite big enough to do it. So you try multiple times, you get your 2 goes, and you completely fail.
These jellyfish, like they're like hanging from some kind of thing, right?
Yeah. They're like they're magical, so they're slightly animated to kind of float around, and then they've got these little hooks at the top.
I want to use the rod after failing the first time.
Okay.
King Skellecrock, very frustrated,
yeah,
very angry.
Absolutely.
Like swing the rod to try and break a bit of the stall so they fall down.
Okay, sure. Let's do that. I will call this. This will be a might roll, I believe.
Roar!
So King Skellecrock.
Skellecrock never fails.
And I'm going to say that because this is a rigged game, I'm going to make it actually, no, it's a carnival game. This thing does look like, whilst it's rigged, it looks kind of very much jury rigged and sort of put together last minute. So I'll just say this is a normal roll.
Yeah, because didn't you describe this place as looking very rickety and not very well maintained?
Exactly. So we'll make this just a normal roll. So I've requested the skill roll.
Oh, beautiful.
So you bring up the rod, you hurl it with all of your might at these jellyfish. It breaks through, completely destroying whatever magic was holding these things up. It hits the back post and causes 1/4 of the tent to fully collapse. And the woman is like, "What the hell are you doing? Stop breaking my tent!" And like desperately trying to fix it and hold it up as it's kind of collapsing down. And she's stuck holding the pole, trying to reach some tape and string to kind of put it back together, and she's like, "What are you doing, you madman? What? You can't just do that."
I completed your game incredibly. Look, I got all of the jellyfish. And I want to walk past her.
Yeah.
Put on the sunglasses, and then can they throw the pair of scissors to the kids?
Yeah, absolutely.
Run along now, kids. You get out of here.
So
remember who gave those to you.
So King Skellecrock, here are your awesome sunglasses that you've won. The Expectacles. These uniquely stylish glasses make it easier to spot anomalies and anticipate surprises. You have advantage on perception rolls, and they look absolutely fabulous.
Real cool.
We can show these off. Very cool.
Stop having all the things, Tom.
And then
I gave the scissors to the kids.
Yeah, so there's a little girl, sort of bright blonde pigtails, little kind of plaid dress. She grabs the scissors and it just starts laughing maniacally, like and just runs off, being chased by the other children to somewhere in the fairground.
Great.
She shouldn't be running with scissors. That's one of the things I was told at gnome school.
Shut up, gnome! I'll stab you up!
They scream at you. Lubot, whilst the children go running past you, there's a couple of things. You notice that there are 2 things in the carnival that kind of maybe draw your gnomish eye. There is a one of those fortune teller puppet machines of an old grandma, and she's giving out fortunes. But there is also a rickety wooden roller coaster here at the fair.
Oh, that looks That looks terrifying.
It is. It looks it does not look like it is safe at all.
Well, that's the most fun, isn't it? Riding something where
Danger.
you might die, actually die. Yeah.
So,
Let's
Luba,
have
you
a
wanna-
go.
Yeah, you make your way over, and as you're approaching the roller coaster, you see that there's a big poster out the front that says "Special promotion today: make it through the ride without vomiting, win a prize." And you can
I
see
want
that
to
there's
join.
like very queasy looking people coming off of it, green in the gills, just hurling and blowing chunks
Oh,
everywhere.
Ugh.
I'm just patting my belly after finishing that Darkwing Dog.
You did have the Darkwing Dog, very fatty.
My belly is already feeling pretty queasy.
Can I do it too?
Can we all
You
jump
absolutely
on?
anybody can. Yeah,
play.
yeah.
Well,
but-
how are you? You're technically immune to vomiting.
I
and
know.
the skeleton
That's why I
too.
want to do it.
we'll find
Perfect
out.
for you.
Benthazar and King Skelecroc are sat together,
Aw, holding hands.
holding hands.
Yeah, you guys.
Both
Anybody can
hands.
ride this. Crystal Nook can get in on this as well if you would like.
I'd love
Crystal,
to.
would you like to hold my hand?
Oh, come here, sweetheart. Take my hand.
He's just this
Thanks,
tiny
Mum.
little. Yeah, exactly. Looks like a mother and child going on the ride. Actually, I think Lubot, as you make your way up, because you're a little gnome, right? There is one of those signs that you must be this tall to ride.
Oh,
shucks.
And the ride operator is kind of looking at you, and your hat is just making it so that you just pass it. But he's like not sure if you should allow it. He's like, oh, I don't know, I might get in trouble. Like technically, is the hat you? Does the hat count
Well,
as your height? I don't know.
Look, I've got. Can I borrow your high heels, Crystal Nook, just for this? For this to get under this bar.
Yeah, here you go, honey.
So you
I
pass-
gained like 6 inches.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And the guy's like, oh yeah, no, that's totally fine. Like that's not even a question anymore.
So
Big
hat's
shoes.
questionable, but shoes fine.
Totally
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
The problem is now Crystal Nook can't fit under. No,
No, I don't think she's that. So I don't know. Lids, is she that small?
I imagine she's quite long and a big, long, luscious, willowy woman is what I'm
Yes.
I
envisioning.
see.
Tall,
A large
tall lady.
Tall lady.
Perfect. Well, all 4 of you then get on this ride, and to survive it, to basically see if you can get through it without vomiting, it's going to be a might roll. And yes, even the skeletons are going to have to make this roll.
Oh no.
You will.
Oh, God.
You might magically vomit. so.
Oh,
Yeah.
Magic
enchanted.
vomit.
Oh no, Skelecroc. I don't feel so good.
Benthazar, don't
Let's see
worry.
how well you do.
everywhere!
All right, so Lubot is going to be hurling. Crystal Nook succeeds.
Oh, I succeeded.
Benthazar fails. So as you ride through this is a real rickety, terrible ride. It rattles your bones, especially for Benthazar and King Skelecroc. Your bones are rattled sincerely, and you're thrown to the sides. You bruise all the sides of your ribs, and when you come off of it, Lubot and Benthazar. Well, Lubot, you just throw up that Darkling Dong. Like you just bend
I'm
over, just,
puking everywhere.
just everywhere. What? Because the skeleton can't vomit.
No,
but there is some
think
sort of
my-
magical influence.
I've got a special backpack full of all my inventions and collecting
Right.
gear. And I think I just I go through the motions of vomiting because of like habit. Because I'm
Okay.
quite a newly skeletoned. And so I very dry retch. But as I do it, everything in my backpack falls on the floor. Like it spills out over my head and goes everywhere.
Perfect.
Oh.
And I've
You
got
gotta kind
like
of spend time gathering it all up and like
It's all
putting it back
covered
in
in
your bag.
Darkling Dong vomit.
Oh, and my shoes.
I have worse news, which is both Lubert and Benthazar. You guys are going to take 2 damage from the sort of
my-
vomiting and the discomfort
Wow.
of the ride, unfortunately. But King Skelecroc and Crystal Nook, you guys get to pick a prize.
Oh, well, howdy.
So you can either have the expectacles are gone. Nobody can get the expectacles anymore. King Skelecroc already has those.
Which one do you want, Crystal Nook? It's good to see you're made of hardy stuff.
I think that the Riz Fizz has got my name all over it. All the hearts and sparkles and bubbles. Pass it over here, honey.
It absolutely does. The attendant will happily hand over the Riz Fizz to Crystal Nook. You can all click on these objects and they'll load up in the figure as well.
Oh my gosh. It supercharges my mojo and increases my natural allure.
Hello, baby.
Hello. All right.
Yep.
I love that.
I'll take the magic scissors, please.
All right, magic scissors for King Scarecrow.
And immediately give them to another child.
So these are the undiscerning scissors. These sharp scissors can snip through any material. That definitely won't get abused.
Any material.
Any material, it says.
Any.
Literally,
Yikes.
that's what it says. So yeah, you guys are checking it out. You've ridden the Zoom of Doom. You've played some of the carnival games. There's a couple more of these carnival games. There's the Whack-A-Leafkin. There's also the Fortune Teller if anybody's interested. Or you can explore the rest of the carnival as well. This is like in this little area.
I want to see the fortune teller. I want to find out how I unskeleton myself.
Okay, sure.
Right.
The group of you make your way over, and you see that the is it Zoltar in Big?
From Big.
Yes.
It's one of those
Yes.
machines, right? And inside is this kind of babushka-looking grandmother, and the sign says "Granny Gristle, fortunes told, 3 gold pieces." And the little babushka woman is all wrapped up, and she looks like she has like a little crystal ball in there.
I'll do it.
Yeah, so Benthazar, you pay your 3 gold, you put it into the little coin slot, you pull the lever, and this kind of like accordion music begins to play. And the little animatronic lady kind of tilts her head up, and she's got these horrible eyes and wart-covered face. And she begins to wave her hands over the crystal ball, and you hear in this very stilted, magically recorded voice,
Granny Gristle will tell your future. I see tortured romance in your future. You are destined to meet someone tall, dark, and spiky. Before
I
you
look at
meet
King Croco.
This girl knows what she's talking about.
It's covered in spikes.
yes.
before you eat cotton candy, make sure it's not alive. Ask not what Granny Gristle can do for you, but what you can do for Granny Gristle. Granny would like another 3 gold, please.
Well, I've had my fortune read.
I mean, I'll put some money in. I made some money from
Sure.
dancing. So
The last thing that just before you do that, Crystal Nook, is that Granny reaches into a kind of little bowl of like taffy sweets, picks one up and drops it into a little container, and then Benthazar, out of the bottom of the thing, the little candy arrives.
A treat from grandmother.
And you get a piece of taffy, a piece of candy.
Okay. I'm going to
Lucky boy.
gum up my teeth real good.
Okay, so you start
Instantly get your jaw like sealed shut.
shut. Yeah, like this is so sticky and tough.
You need some help with that, Benthazar? And I get my scissors. Snip, snip, snip. Just go towards his face.
Yeah. You kind of weave them through the teeth and snip through, but it does kind of leave like pink frosting all amongst Benthazar's teeth, but now he can move his mouth up and down. But it looks like he's just like covered his mouth in like sticky pink gum, basically.
Oh. Gross. Pink.
Yummy.
It's like lipstick.
Yeah, basically, yeah. You're like covered in like lip filler and lipstick, basically. You can almost shape it into like big lips if you would like.
Well, now I do. Yeah.
Now that the idea has been planted, I think Crystal Nook, you want to put your 3 gold in as well?
I want to know if I'm gonna be a star one day. I'm gonna put
Okay.
three gold in.
You put your 3 gold in. You see the animatronic kind of move again.
Granny Gristle shall tell your future. Failure comes at a high cost, but if you manage to ascend the star, you will be renowned tomorrow.
And then it shuts down.
Wow. So
Now, what the hell
cryptic.
does that mean? His one made more sense. I don't get that. Does anyone get what
really
she
weird.
means?
It's like there's only one pre-made fortune. Mark has to make one up.
I put 3 coins in.
Oh, good. I don't get this on fucking high rollers every week. The statue comes to life again.
Just keep going.
Weirdly, the machine starts to smoke, and something has broken inside the machine.
No. Wait, Lubert, you're an inventor.
Yes, I would like to try and fix the machine.
Sure, of course you can, Lewis. That's the nature of these games, that you get to make a roll.
If Benthazar helps, who is also an inventor, can they get an advantage?
Yes, I believe so.
Sweet, we could be here all day.
Benthazar. These fortunes are very, very exciting to listen to.
Well, you haven't had one yet, Lubert. Let me see if I can help.
So Lubert is going to make the roll. So I would have made this a very difficult skill test. But because of the advantage, I will simply make it a difficult skill test for Lubert.
Although, to be fair, it is a very rickety, worn-down fun fair.
Exactly. Oh, good. He failed. That's right. They cancel each other out. So the way it works is that if you get you basically get a 1, a 2, a -1, or a 0, and you have to get at least 1 to succeed. So Lubert, you spend a bunch of time, you tinker with this thing, something blows up in the machine, some sort of chemical kind of coats your face in soot, and you have probably made things a little bit worse, actually. And unfortunately, the Granny Gristle fortune-telling machine is now out of order. Oh, what a shame.
I'm not going to know my future. How am I going to live?
Oh, God, it could have been terrible.
Maybe you don't have a future. Does that make you feel better?
No, not at all.
Oh, here's the problem. There's taffy in the gears.
It's all gummed up by those
we'll
sweets.
We'll never get that out.
No, not at all. Not even magic scissors can fix this one.
It doesn't make... Okay.
The only other kind of ride in this section of the carnival is this whack-a-leafkin machine, but there are like people moving around. You can see that there is a bit of a line forming in the next section of the carnival around this large, horrific kind of demon face that you guys can see on the splash screen there, the Tunnel of Toortür, which is available.
Well, let's get in the queue before it gets too long.
Yeah, let's do that. And give me back my high heels, Lubert.
Just been walking
he looks
around.
so good on me.
Okay, you can have him.
With high heels returned, you guys make your way and you begin queuing up. And you can see that the queue is moving kind of fairly quickly through. Groups kind of go in at 4 or 5 at a time, making their way through into this ride. You can hear like spooky, ominous music coming from within the Tunnel of Toortür. And as you make your way through, eventually you guys arrive at the sort of station of the attendant who's approaching it. And you can see they've got a little name badge on it which says Harley. And she looks like Aubrey Plaza in Parks and Rec, totally unamused, does not want to be there. Just like, how many for the Tunnel of Toortür?
4.
4 people.
But we have I'm a concession.
All right,
He's my child.
Okay, yeah, fine. That's with the concession, that's 3.5 gold.
Actually, I'm also 1,000 years old. Can I have a concession, please?
Oh, wait, please.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, Skelly Wizard. Absolutely, yeah. So 3 gold then, I guess.
I'm a skeleton crocodile. Do I get a discount?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, 2.5 gold. She looks to you, Crystal Nook. Are you going to try and make up some bullshit to get half a gold off?
But I am a skeleton crocodile. I'm not lying.
I used to serve with the troops.
Sure, veterans discount it is.
Thank you.
I've got a quota to fill. I don't care, guys. And you can see that Harley kind of takes your gold, gives you 3 little tokens to go past the little turnstile. You can see that she's got like a little booth, and there's all sorts of magical gizmos in there, which seem to be quite quite powerful because they're glowing. And she pulls on a number of rods and activates like a weird crystal device. And there's a sort of smoky fog-like barrier that dispels from the entrance. And then as you step in, you enter the ride itself.
Wait 1 second. You said 4 or 5 can get on here, right? Well, there's 4 of us. Hey, Grizz Goblin, you want to take our spare seat?
Grizzo just happens to be walking past. Oh, me? I get to go on the ride with you, my mates. Oh, I'd love that. Grizzo's never been on a ride before.
Wait, Grizzo, why do you sound different to last time we spoke to you?
It's a bit of an act when I was doing it last time. You know, it's part of the goblin. I'm off now. I'm off shift. This is my normal
come and join
voice.
us, Grizzo.
Oh, you mean it? Oh, I really appreciate it. Oh, hello, Miss Crystal Nook. Oh, hello, Ben Fraser. Hello, Fred. I haven't met you yet, little fella.
Hello.
Hello,
nice
Lubert.
to meet
I'm
you.
Grizzo Goblin. Hello, Goblin. The Grizzo Goblin Clown. Clown is the surname.
Oh,
Interesting.
wow.
Yeah.
I don't have a surname
No?
because I didn't bother with one in the character creator.
Oh, that's totally. You know, these days you get to be who you want to be. That's a lovely thing about today's world, isn't it? You get to be whatever you want.
Maybe I'll take Goblin as well as a surname.
I'd
You
love
know,
that. We
why
could
not?
be brothers.
That'll
Grizzo
throw
and
people
Lubert.
off. I'm not actually a goblin. You know,
That's all right.
confuse people.
I love it. I've got 3 new friends and a little brother. It's the best day ever for Grizzo. Nothing can possibly make this day worse.
Oh, thank you. Better. Fantastic. I'm sure.
Doing
I'm
better,
sure.
right?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, nothing can make this day better.
Exactly.
I'm so used to seeing the negative side of things. That's where I go to in my head, you know?
Oh.
Okay, just pulling these 3 to one side, not Grizzo.
Yeah.
This guy's a little intense.
You just said
Already
quite
you're
loudly.
regretting Grizzo.
Of course, I am always shouting. This guy's a little intense. Do we want him?
You're the one
You
who invited him.
him.
Okay, I'll handle this. Get out of here, Grizzo.
What? But I thought I was going to come on the ride with you and my brother.
Just like shut the gate or get into the thing. We're good
you
to go.
didn't-
Thanks,
you
Aubrey
take
Parser.
his little token back and snatch it out of his hand.
Sorry, Grizzo.
You see Grizzo as you guys make your way into the ride's entrance. You can see like a little rickety boat that's at the entrance site. You just watch him stood on the outside watching you guys enter. Tears streaming down his little goblin face.
If you look
And
carefully,
he just-
you can see the moment his heart breaks.
That's it. Frame by frame. Oh,
He
God.
looks up at the
Please.
sky, and as you guys enter, we kind of cinematography. We cut to the outside, and as the little goblin child walks past, Grizzo just goes, "It's a funny day for rain." As he's looking up to the sky, and the child's like, "It's not raining," and he's just like, "Yes, it is," and it's just tears pouring down his cheeks. But you
And then she
guys,
stabs him with the
you
scissors.
enter a funny ride.
The child attacks him with the scissors. He slips and falls in the vomit from earlier.
Oh, yeah. Let the kid cut his pocket and take the 1 coin.
He gets mugged by a bunch of 4-year-olds.
Sweet. Okay, great.
No,
Well, they
you
learn
guys-
from you, Tom. They know what to do when they want something.
Great.
They just take it with force.
I won that fair and square. Anyway.
You did. You guys, the smell of stinky marsh water kind of assaults your nostrils as you are led to a row of crudely fashioned boats bobbing in a trench, pointing towards an ominous titled, which is a tunnel, which is titled the Tunnel of Toortür. There's a lot of T words in there, and it really threw me off. You see the wings of a horrible gloom harpy unfurl around the entrance, and from within you can hear a hurdy-gurdy droning ominously. The green algae scum is thick on the water, and it's combined with the occasional screams and sobs within the tunnel.
This is very
It
atmospheric,
reminds
isn't
me
it?
of home. Stinky water and screaming.
Yeah, this is full on the Lizard Queen ride. I'm
Yes.
sure Lydia. Yeah. Drink the water.
I am the lizard queen.
As you make your way through the tunnel ride, your boat, which has a very slight leak in it the whole time, leaving your shoes like pretty soaked through, it glides through all these different scenes of bizarre torture, but it's done in a kind of cutesy way. Imagine like It's a Small World meets, this horrible torture den of all these different sites. You pass one scene which shows a prison, and prisoners getting their hands chopped off by a guard with a giant scimitar. And one of the dummies turns to you all, these straw dummies with big smiling faces, and it goes, "Look, Ma, no hands anymore." And they have this horrid, creepy smile as you make your way further down into the ride. And what are you guys thinking as you're making your way through this horrific but bizarre scene?
I'm loving it.
I'm loving it. It's great. Lubot's like excited. He's perched on the side, maybe rocking the boat.
I love it. Yeah. Splashing Tom with some swamp water.
It's good to get water on my bones.
I can't close. I'm scared, and I can't close my eyes because I don't have eyelids.
Oh God,
So you
that's
pull the
horrific.
hatch down over your
I
face.
I cover my eyes with my hands, but there's like gaps in my fingers, and
Nice.
I'm really upset. It's spooky.
Okay.
I don't like it very much. I'm used to where I live is very nice and warm and pretty and lovely.
Yeah.
And this is pretty disgusting. So I'm not really enjoying myself.
It's pretty disgusting, and it's also kind of lame. Like, the animatronics are like really awkward and bad. The straw dummies are so obviously straw dummies made to look like people. You pass by a couple of other scenes. You pass through the office of Dr. Goran Stab, MD. The MD stands for Murder Doctor in parentheses.
Wow.
And he's like a horrid, plague doctor, and he's like sawing another one of these dummies in half, who's got a happy smiley face looking towards you, as like gives you like a thumbs up as the boat passes through. You come across a scene of one of these dummies being hanged by its thumbs, and he's singing like a little ditty like, "Old Tommy Two Thumbs got what he deserved," and it's just kind of swaying backwards and forwards in this horrible Disneyland-esque routine. And then eventually, you guys make your way into a different area of this weird ride.
Ooh.
Yes, the scene change is very good. About halfway through the tunnel, there is a scene of a fancy alchemy laboratory. It's the prettiest scene yet. Vials of colored liquid line a shelf over a table with mortar and pestle and other equipment, and there's a curiosity cabinet filled with interesting things in the center, like skulls and more skulls. Strangely, the cabinet door is hanging by its hinges, and it seems like there are some items missing. The boat pauses next to the cool alchemical stuff, where there's a dummy tied inside an iron maiden being tortured with a smile. But suddenly, you guys feel something scrape up against the hull of your vessel. What do you guys do?
I cling to little tiny Lubert.
You pick him up, hold him close like a
I
little
pick
teddy.
him up like a teddy bear and cuddle him very fiercely.
Benthazar or King Skellercroc, anything
I'm
you guys
spooked, and I'm going to be like, Skellercroc, save us.
Very well. I dive into the water.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So you dive in, not even thinking to glance and try and see what's in there. You just bravely dive straight in, King Skellercroc.
Yeah.
And you immediately come across, you see the horrific creature, which is in the water with you. As a scuttle fin, this horrific, large eel-like creature, it opens its mouth and hisses, causing bubbles and a blast of force to kind of send you sprawling through the water. And then the next thing you know, those of you who are on the boat, this thing whips its tail, and the boat smashes into the side of the ride. And you are those of you who are in the boat are flung through the air, landing within the scene of the laboratory props. Whereas King Skellercroc is now in the water. And we are going to jump over to our first battle map.
Ooh.
So I'm going to move King Skellercroc actually over here into the water just before we begin. That is as far as I can get you, King Skellecroc, but you are in the water there. And yeah, you see this horrific large thing right before you, and we are going to start a combat here.
Ooh.
So it should automatically generate a turn order. And yeah, you guys can move and you can do your attacks and everything else on your turn.
I'm going to use my Cold Fire Lance elemental spell, which, if I roll lots of extra successes, will make him slower and more vulnerable to future attacks.
Oh, I love that.
Hopefully.
Let's see what happens.
Uh-oh.
No. I'm sad to say that as you try and launch the spell, Benthazar, the spell manifests, but this creature is so slippery, it moves to the side and avoids the attack entirely.
No.
And then it is going to go. It is going to...
Not me.
It is going to move up and then... Whoop. It hurls itself into the air, and I'm afraid that Crystal Nook and Benthazar, it's going to land onto both of you.
Oh no.
No.
Yes.
Oh, luckily it failed as it tries to
can't flop
smush
onto the
you.
land. Well, King Skellecroc must have distracted it with his...
I think so, like him diving
underwater
into the
prowess.
water. Exactly. All right, and then we go to Crystal Nook.
Ooh, okay. I mean, a lot of mine are health-based. Obviously, we're all pretty nice and healthy at the moment.
You
so
are, yeah.
I will just go for a melee onto this bad boy. Or maybe I should try and move out of the way. Maybe I should separate a little bit.
Yeah, we should
Yeah,
spread out.
absolutely.
He's like
Yeah.
belly flopping on us all
He
close
is,
together.
He barely flopping. Oh, but then I can't melee.
You
I'll
could go around
do-
the other side of him. and
I could go
still
over
melee.
here. Yeah, let's go over
Yes.
here.
Gonna scoot round him, moving towards the big guillotine.
And then,
Ooh,
bam!
Can we get him in that?
Maybe.
Ooh.
A success!
Success!
Wow.
So you can see that this guy is pretty tough as you strike. What was the attack called that you just used?
It was called Life Siphon. So I deal
Oh, cool.
5 damage and get
You
2
drain
health
life.
myself. Yeah.
Nice. So you kind of reach out and touch the eel and you feel some of its energy pulled into you, but this thing still seems pretty tough and pretty angry. King Skellecroc.
Get him, King Skellecroc.
Stand back, everybody. I'll get this guy.
Use your scissors.
Pow.
How? Here we go.
Oh,
Hey,
special.
success.
Fancy dice.
Special
A very
dice.
fancy guy.
Boom. Also, he's
Whoa.
immobilized because I leap onto the giant eel
I love it.
and start garroting him with my bone arms.
Wow.
Your bone arms. So
Beautiful.
you're strangling this guy and just
I'm
locking him in
strangling
place.
it.
All right, giving
I
Luba
will
the
cast-
perfect opportunity.
Magic missile.
Whoa! A big, big hit.
Beautiful.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
I'm getting out of here. Okay.
I'm going home.
See you later, Benthazar.
Get him. Get
we're
him,
about to have
Skellecroc.
sushi.
I'll be over here. Oh no!
You
My
were
cold
too
You
fire-
moved out of range.
I did move out of range. No, my cold fire lance is on cooldown. I didn't realize. I can only do it every other
yes.
turn.
Yes, indeed.
I've goofed. I don't.
Benthazar, you coward.
You can move forward a little
okay.
bit.
I can redo it. I can take it. This takes you back seats.
There is, yeah.
I'll get him with the fireball.
Boom.
Perfect. Yeah, the fireball explodes.
Oh, we were going to eat him raw.
I want sashimi. So this thing, as you guys are wailing on it, King Skellecroc got his arms wrapped around it, immobilizing it, holding it in place. Crystal Nook draining its life force, and then Lubot and Benthazar just barraging it with magic. It lets out this hideous kind of roar, and from the water, I'm afraid to say that
Baby.
2 more are going to arrive.
What?
Oh no!
Oh my god, a
no.
full big boy and another full big boy.
Yes,
These aren't
2
babies.
big boys.
Full grown men.
They're all
Ruh-roh.
going to appear. Now, this one is immobilized, and it is going to just try and reach round with its slippery eel body, and it's going to try and use its gorging bite on King Skellecroc. Oh, success. Now, this is 10 damage, King
Ouch.
Skellecroc. So he reaches back and snaps down on you. And then we have, yes, it is Crystal Nook, 'cause the other 2 have just arrived. So
Okay, well, I'm going to help my little skelly croc boy. I'm going to
I love it.
Well, actually, I'm going to try and do this. Okay, so this should... Let me double check. This should hurt him and heal Skelly Croc.
I love it.
Oh.
And a success.
Ooh.
Incredible.
There you go.
Wow.
Amazing.
Great stuff.
A big
We're
heal.
doing it.
Teamwork.
You guys are doing it.
Woo.
Am I able to leverage using my scissors in this fight in some way? They cut through anything. And I feel like cutting
Cut
through
through
an
anything.
eel skull sounds pretty good.
Yeah, the only thing for me is I don't know how to give you any special bonuses, but we can definitely try and come up with something. I'll tell you what, if you hit him, I think I can just add damage to him.
I want to plunge
Yes.
them into his brain.
Sure, I will add extra damage because I'm still learning this system myself.
But if
as
it
well.
goes wrong,
And if it goes wrong, maybe it does damage to you, King Skull.
Oh,
When you
yeah,
cut yourself
do it.
with your
They
magic
cut
scissors.
both ways.
As I
Yeah.
run with the scissors. Absolutely fine.
Oh,
Oh
Oh,
no!
no. Oh, you.
Oh no, Tom.
So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage to you, King Skellecroc. As you run, you trip and fall on your scissors.
Oh no, the prongs go into my eye sockets, but luckily no eyeballs to poke.
fireball.
Oh, the fireball! The thing they writhe to the side and manage to duck under the fireball luba as you try and launch it at them. Benthazar.
Disaster.
I need to flee. Over this way.
Yes. Yes, group up. Yes,
Run,
excellent.
run.
Don't flee
And
towards me, you idiot.
I'm going to ice spear him, so he can't follow us if I spear him good.
Oh, very good idea, actually.
Oh, and you do!
Ooh.
Very good.
Oh,
Right,
but I didn't know. I needed to
unfortunately-
get 2 hits to slow him.
Oh, he's
I
not frozen.
see.
No, he took damage, but no freeze.
Look at his
Oh,
giant
epic
splash attack.
success! They do extra damage as he flops onto the two of you! As
dear.
Lubot and Benthazar.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
And then
Crumbs.
Oh.
crumbs.
Do not
And then this
fear.
one is going to try and flop onto Crystal Nook.
Oh, not Crystal. Oh,
no,
Jesus,
it knocked
Lord in
into
heaven.
itself!
Oh, my
Lord in
goodness.
heaven!
Oh,
So you are
God, I
hit
got
and slowed as
sandwiched.
well.
I'm sandwiched between these two big boys.
And then King Skellecroc, this one is going to try and bite you the same as it did last time.
Ha ha ha, you can try.
Oh no.
No!
This is some real angry fish.
You. It's a very angry fish.
Okay.
But as you guys are fighting, and things look pretty bad, the 3 of these things come and land on top of you. Crystal, Benthazar, Lubot, you're all being slowed as you're being sort of washed away by current swirling around these creatures, holding you in place. You're all quite badly injured. You hear a voice come from within the chamber itself.
Grizzo.
Enough! Marcellus Mastrantonio will be chained no longer!
As
Oh my
the
goodness.
Iron Maiden that you guys saw in the scene before comes to life. It comes to life and it basically wraps itself around one of these scuttle fins, imprisoning
my
it within
gosh.
its own body as it just kind of chomps it. You fiend, get inside me! As it wraps it into its body, and you just hear the
Wow.
horrid squelching, crunching noise as this
They
thing
like
is trapped.
sashimi as well. Everyone likes Japanese food.
It's true. I love karaage. He yells. Then he's going to call over, and he calls over to another one of these Iron Maidens, and he's going to go, Stephen, come and help these fine fellows out as well. Marcellius commands thee. And another one of these Iron Maidens is going to appear, and it's going to do the same thing to this other scuttle fin. It's going to trap it inside its body, freeing up all of you. He's like, yeah, okay, Marcellus, I'll come help you, no problem. And so the 2 of them wrap these other figures up. up and hold them in place. And you can see that whatever's inside them is desperately trying to get out. These Iron Maidens are like shaking to and fro. They're like, making these exasperated faces like, oh, he's quite a devil to keep inside. Please hurry and finish the other one off, my friends. And we're going to resume combat with Gristle there.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I'm going to do a ranged attack. So I'm going to hit him. And I'm going to try and help Lou, except I failed, so never mind.
You did, you failed. You guys are you're low level at the moment, so yeah, your combat proficiency is not at its height quite yet. But hopefully you guys can gang up on this last monster now.
Do not fear. King Croc is here. With the
He's really trying.
He's trying. I want to stab him in the eye with my scissors.
Yes.
Right, let's go for it.
Pow!
Yay!
Ooh.
So you stab him, and you gained. Oh, nice. I'll do him a little bit of extra damage because you've got the scissors as well. Do another.
You shouldn't chop sushi fish with scissors.
4 points.
You'll have to use a specific knife. Don't you know anything about food?
I really don't. I'm a giant croco man.
I'll
you
get
see
him with magic missile.
Luba, just this thing is so close. It's on its last wound. Its body is, oozing ichor as it does, leaving Benthazar up. Can he finish this off?
I'll give him a
Finish him off,
chilling,
man.
frosty touch of a dead skeleton.
I'll preserve him for later.
Do you have a cool line, Benthazar, as you ice this guy?
Freeze, sucker.
I don't think I have enough freezer space for all of that.
Perfect. You watch as the last of these scuttlefin, the last scuttlefin that was attacking you guys goes down, frozen solid, maybe chop, big gouges in its body from the magical scissors. As these two Iron Maidens, you see them like Pokeballs, they kind of do that little rattle, they rattle again, and then they go still. And the one that sort of initially appeared sort of announces loudly to you all. He's like, well.
Just burps.
Yeah, it just like kind of opens up and like a skeleton and no flesh falls out. I do apologize. I'm so sorry that you have to see me in such a state. Are you all well? I'm so sorry about that.
Thank you, strange torture machine, for your timely arrival. Without you, we would surely have perished in this tunnel of torture.
Oh, my handsome little friend, you need not thank me, citizens. Oh, alas, my heart is torn asunder, and I've decided to defy my plight by saving your lives. My own.
I was also thanking Marcellus.
Oh, yes, I am Marcellus. That's me. The other one is Stephen. Stephen, you can go back to doing whatever you were doing. Okay, thanks, Marcellus. And then he sort of trundles off and goes back into the corner.
Goodbye, Stephen.
Bye, Stephen.
How can we repay you?
Repay me? Repay Marcellus? I suppose that there is something which troubles me, my good skeleton crocodile friend. Oh, and he sort of bounces his way over to you. And he sort of bows at the waist, which is very odd because it's this solid Iron Maiden, but he has all the flexibility of like a jelly or some sort of, more flexible substance. And he sort of bows towards you. He's like, I would be most gracious if you could help me with quite a quandary. Would you all be willing to do so?
Absolutely.
Of course. What are you still hungry? Would you like to eat our little gnome friend?
Whilst I'm sure your little friend is quite delicious, I'm afraid that I'm quite full after all of that. Not that a dupe such as I needs to eat, of course. But yes, there is something you could help me with indeed. Oh, you see, the love of my life, he was taken from this place, and unfortunately I cannot leave here whilst the magical barriers are in place. I would so dearly love to be reunited with Jacob Theodore, but alas, I cannot escape this place.
What kind of magical barrier are you talking about?
Oh, well, you probably wouldn't have noticed it, my friends, because you are living, wonderful creatures. You are mortals, of course. I am a dupe. I can become objects, a shapeshifter, if you will. And we are bound into this rather tacky ride, if I must say, by the magical barrier that was placed here to keep us dupes inside. You see, most of the features here, they're fellow dupes, you see.
Oh. What kind of material is this magic?
Oh, it's made of magic, magical material, I suppose.
Okay, great. A material. Use magic scissors to cut through any material.
I think he means the fog gate we came through.
That is exactly it.
Can
Yes.
I sever this magic with my magic scissors?
Well, I suppose you could certainly try if you have these magical scissors. Sound rather marvelous, a little overpowered, you might say. But yes, you could certainly try. I know that
cut the magic.
Well, so the scissors themselves need something to find purchase on, and the fog itself is not quite able to be snipped, I'm afraid, Tom. You can make a. Let's make a roll.
What about
here.
a perception roll using my magic glasses?
I will. Do you want to make a perception roll or a spellcraft roll to
Perception,
determine?
please.
Perception. All right.
I pull up my shades. Let me look into this for you, Marcellus.
This is with advantage, so I'll lower the difficulty.
It's got such main character energy.
King Skellecroc. Big success. So you examine, you're sort of looking around the magic barrier, and your magic scissors don't seem to have any effect on it, King Skellecroc. But you look around and you can see that sort of embedded into the walls outside the ride, projecting the fog in, unreachable from your position. There are the same sort of magic crystals that were in the ride attendant station at the entrance, and you think that they are probably controlled by the same device. So if you can get into the ride attendant station, you can probably bring down this magical barrier from within. But no, whilst you try and reach the entrance, perhaps you can take me with you. Let me assume a better form here.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh,
Here we go.
I turned into a giant spider for a second there on my screen.
Who would like to take me with them? I shall affix myself to your wrist.
Oh, get over here, honey.
Oh, Madam Nook, why, it would be my pleasure. Marcellus Master Antonio.
Why, Marcellus, why have you chosen this form?
Yes,
One of my
Marcellus.
favorite forms.
What the heck, Marcellus?
You could be anything, Marcellus.
Well, if you
don't tempt him. It could get
if you
worse.
have a problem with my form, Master Benthazar, you must take it up with my creator, the sorceress Felicia Day, for she's the one who designed me this way.
Wow. Okay.
Well, that makes me both afraid and also excited.
Yes, I'm often told such a things. It is often a dual feeling when I'm in this form, I must say.
We don't want to lose Lubert. Maybe you should be cuffed onto Crystal Nook as well.
Yes, I can cuff to both of you. A most wise suggestion, my king.
Oh, fantastic.
Look, you love that little guy.
I do actually love him. Get over here.
All right, let's get you two locked together. Very good. And he wraps around your wrist, Luba.
Oh, not that nice.
Why are you so wet? Why is it
It's
sloppy?
very damp in here, Madam Nook. Lady Nook is very wet. I'll dry out, given some sunshine, I'm sure.
Okay, now. Okay.
But if you notice, I do give you advantage on empathy and charm rolls, which is quite exciting, isn't it?
I did notice that. You were very helpful. And I think now I can also help hold little Lubert in my arms safely with the cuffs connecting us.
I like the idea that you just dangle me off the side of the boat.
Just
Dragging him through the water. But yeah, you'll have to make your way back to the entrance, which you can do. You can kind of put the boat back into the water and make your way back towards the entrance where the ride attendant stand is within the barrier, basically. So you see Harley counting out today's takings for the Tunnel of Toortür, and you can see behind her is the arrangement of these magical artifacts and devices. How do you guys want to try and disable this barrier to let Marcellus and the other dupes
Let's just
free?
ask. I'm going to go up to
Sure.
her and say, this sentient being is held captive in there. We will set him free. End your magic.
I'm not really meant to let the dupes go. They're supposed to be like here. That's kind of the whole point of the show.
I care more than you do. I'm not giving up.
All right, well, yeah, if you can make a charm roll for me, Benthazar.
Oh, perfect.
A difficult charm roll. Let's see what you can do. Oh, it's a difficult task, so you needed
two
2
successes.
successes, unfortunately. She just looks like, I don't really care if you care more than me. This is like high management. They're gonna get on my ass if I let these guys go. So you got to speak to my manager really, and they're in New Horizon, which is like a whole other town from here. So sorry.
Great. Let's go there and meet all of those new NPCs in a brand new location.
Hang on a second. King Coco Skelly, aren't you technically our manager? So she should talk to you, right? That makes sense.
That's right. I'm the king of the Skellycrocs. Are you gonna let these people go? You're kind of doing slavery right now. Not very chill.
I mean, I'm not doing anything. I just run the ride. I turn the ride on and off. I just, I've got rules from upper management, and listen, I don't really want to trouble. If you maybe slip me some gold, maybe I can look the other way while I disable it. Say 20 gold, and I'll turn the machines off for a little bit. Maybe let this one go.
What material is the machine made out of?
Fuck's sake.
It is made of mixed materials such as crystal, wood, metal, all things cuttable by a pair of scissors.
So you would say it was made of any material then?
I would say, unlike the barrier, which is an insubstantial magical effect.
Smoke. Yes.
This is very clearly made of any material.
Let's see.
I begin readying the scissors, just leaving some time for anyone else to do a thing before the magic scissors.
Crystal takes out her potion, her Riz Fizz potion, and downs it. Strokes her fuzzy handcuffs, and has now extra charm from both of those things.
Yeah, you have advantage on
I have
it, which
advantage?
will make it easier.
All right, so then I saunter up, push all these horrible men out the way, and say, honey, lady friend to lady friend, you couldn't just take that barrier down now, could you, sweetheart?
Let's see how your charms do, Crystal Nook, with a charm roll.
Woo!
An epic success. You got one more success than needed. She just sparkly eyes looks at you, probably not realizing who you were the first time. It's like, oh my god, Crystal Nook. Absolutely. Anything. Absolutely. I can turn this off for you right now. Do you need anything else? Would you like it? I've got some. Would you like something that I've got? What have I got here? I've got some of those prizes from the thing. Would you like a bubble frog? Anything you want, really. I'll give you anything.
I'll take a bubble frog and I guess whatever's in your wallet. I'd like some money.
Yeah, you know what? Sure, absolutely. I mean, I give you. Oh, look, and she tips the lockbox of today's earnings out. Oh no, I spilled all this gold on the floor. Hope I don't miscount any. And then she gives you 10 gold.
Oh my goodness, thank you, darling.
And then she just turns around, she pulls the lever, and you hear Marcellus from your wrist just be like, fabulously done, my lady. And just in time, as I think King Skellycroc is about to tear this place apart with those scissors. As King Skellycroc, would you still try to just cut through this thing, or are you not going to bother now?
Walk over to that box and, like a prison shiv, just start stabbing it. Roar! Roll! Run free, dupes! Run free!
As you begin to see all of those weird, the straw dummies and some of the potion vials and the doctor's saw all begin bouncing out, the end of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where all the tune items come bouncing out with big sparkly eyes. They just come out we're free! Now it's time to make these fuckers pay! And they start
all of the crazy
destroying the carnival. They just
Revolution, brothers!
Yay! All hail King Skellycroc!
No, you're free! You don't have to worship anyone!
We pledge our allegiance willingly! As they just go on an absolute rampage, seeking vengeance against the ye old fanfare for imprisoning them.
Bloody hell, Skellycroc.
But Marcellus will just say well done, my friends. Now, I think I know where that horrible little girl, she said something about heading to a trade fair at the next town over. Let's make our way there and see if we can recover my precious Jacob Theodore.
Oh, well, I can't wait to go on that adventure. with you next time.
Oh, and as an extra special reward, you can all level up, and I can even click a button that will notify you of your level up.
Ooh, I'm
And
one
yeah.
step closer to becoming a legend.
That was part 1 and 2 of Object of My Affection from Tales of Fablecraft. It's a fun little system, right? Like, and it's got all these gorgeous, like, we're going to show them off a little bit, like some of the extra scenes and stuff that you get access to, and you can so easily change it on the GM side of things. Like all this lovely artwork, and you can like share all like the NPC art and things like that. In fact, actually, I can show you Jacob Theodore as well. This is Jacob Theodore.
Is he?
So this is the other dupe. This is Marcellius's lover that he wishes to go and rescue.
It wasn't
music
not a
box.
kinky key then for
I
his.
was expecting he was going to be way hornier.
Yeah.
The pink handcuffs is certainly a choice. Not
It's a very
wild.
deliberate choice.
Yeah. So some of these adventures, like this one, is a paid-for adventure, but there is a free adventure to start you off, which is really cool. And then you can pick up some more adventures. They've got another adventure coming out on the November the 19th, as well as iOS support for tablets. So right now it's desktop, and it's cross-play, so you can have people playing on tablets and people playing on PC, and it's actually really fun. So check it out.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
Well, thank you
Big
very
fan.
much.
Yeah, thanks for running it.
Thanks for running the game, Mark.
Thank you,
Oh,
Mark.
thank you all for being wonderful players. Thank you for all the silly hijinks. I can't wait to see maybe the future adventures of King Skellecroc, Benthazar, Lubot, and Crystal Nook, and the magic scissors that are definitely not overpowered. Amazing. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
See you
much.
next time.
See you next time.
Bye. Goodbye.